find, at the beginning.
Okay.
Because you have to build calluses and you have to get your hand used to like holding it and like the proper technique, like sitting straight and stuff like that.
All right.
And then whereas like, you know, an instrument like piano is like easier at the beginning because you can produce sounds right away, but then later on it becomes harder because you got to think about two different things with both hands and stuff like that.
Yes, and the chords and the progression of the notes, and
Yeah.
it's like you have to have opposite fingers doing the same thing.
Right, and guitar is a bit easier to fake it on, I find.
Oh, wow.
I say that with first-hand experience.
Trumpet is not that far from there. I'll tell you that. And that's coming from mine. Okay, we got restarted on the Tyrell Effect. We are live with Ji Sharp Yehia. Is that a moniker?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, the sharp part is.
Okay.
It's just like it's like a nickname that didn't stick because no one actually says it out loud, but it's just like it's just a funny. I just thought it was hilarious, and I just kept it on Facebook.
It is. It was very clever. I like puns. So I find them very fun. So we're here now, and we just got. So like I said, everybody else is talking about it, so we might as well. Like, what is your take on this COVID-19?
My take is I'm a big science guy. So to me, it's all about the science. And like I said earlier, like we've learned so much from other past illnesses and viruses like this and stuff. And so a lot of people will say we're overreacting, but I'd rather we overreact, not in like a panic way, like hitting the stores and overstocking, but like more just in a like preventative way where we actually care enough to like. The social distancing thing is a huge example. It's like it's gonna if this works, it's gonna look like we overreacted. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna seem like, oh, it was all for nothing because nothing happened, but that's strictly because we did something about it. And so that's just my take. And a lot of people are being kind of, I find, insensitive about the percentage rates. And I know a lot of people that are at risk, and there's no point in risking it. Like to me, it's a no-brainer.
You know what? Personally speaking, like where it comes to perspective on this situation, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like I said, I speak to and I appreciate and respect your degree of intellect and the course of thought you use to get to your point. But I have designed my house to be the most entertaining place for me to go to. So for me to, be upset that I have to stay here is kind of silly. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of the point I was trying to make with like the internet. Like we're not like it's not like the old days where this is like that hard. Like you got everything you need at home anyways.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And if there is somebody you need to talk to, do what we're doing right now. Call them. Exactly. You know what I mean? FaceTime.
And the social distancing thing too. It's not about not seeing your friends. It's just about being smart, right? It's just about like being aware that there's a virus out there that we don't know much about and that spreads very easily, right? It's not about panicking. It's not about social distancing. Isn't about completely cutting everyone out of your life, unless you think you're sick or something.
Yeah, exactly. Making smart choices with who you associate with, knowing who you're going around, and having a good idea of who they're around. And then I was talking about it with my wife earlier, the Wife-a-Trip. Shout out to the Wife-a-Trip for, holding it down. And the Scout. But, like, we were talking, it's just like, realistically speaking, the way we're supposed to be handling it are things that we should have been practicing in the first place. You know what I mean?
That's right. Like, and the way that the charts are showing us right now is that the U.S. is following the exact same numbers as Italy did 3 weeks ago. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's like, this could get really bad. And so it's just like, it's not like it will get that bad, but it's not like it won't get that bad. And we play a huge part on how bad it'll actually get. Because right now, it's not about if it's going to happen, it's about how bad it'll happen. We're way past the point of if it's going to happen, it's already here.
Yep.
And it spreads 10 times faster than SARS. So, and it's the thing about it is that it has asymptomatic qualities, which sound like a good thing. It's like, oh, you might not even get sick from it. It's like, right, but then you might be spreading it without realizing you have it to the people that will get sick from it.
Yep. It's a hard situation to deal with, because if you do nothing, then it could get worse. But if you do too much, that in turn could make it worse too. It's like it'll make it worse in a different way.
Yep, economically and everything, and that's exactly. I mean, as a society, we're not really prepared for a total shutdown like this, right?
No, because you got to think about, like, okay, for example, school shut down for an extra 2 weeks. I work from home, so I'm fine. Like, we work from home, so we're good. But then you have your construction workers, your red seal trades, your sanitation. I've heard sanitation engineers aren't affected by this as much, but there's industries that are being rocked by this entirely. I mean, gas has already dropped like 20 cents. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Gas?
Yeah, gas has dropped like 20 cents.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, and I mean,
it's just crazy, and it's like, when you're a self-employed person, I'm not sure how that works. I don't think there's like employment insurance for those type of situations when you're your own boss, right? Like, you kind of just take the lots and move forward.
Yep, you got to, because if you don't, then, you know what I mean, you'll spend months trying to figure something out that has no end. So it's just like, okay, can't do that. All right, excellent.
Exactly, and a big part of it too lately has been, and I've been talking to a lot of other musicians that are touring around and stuff like that, and the big thing right now is, like, in an industry that's usually 6 months ahead of time, we're all dealing with this day by day, and like trying not to cancel everything, but canceling the things we pretty much know are a lost cause, and like recoup losses, and try to figure out like how to delay and move forward. And
that's gotta be difficult. Like, it's one thing when you have a one-off show here or there, but to have a whole tour reschedule.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different thing, because if you lose a bunch of shows on a tour, the rest of the tour becomes too much of a monetary loss. So you have to cancel it, reschedule, try to get other shows. And if you can't find the work, then you're like, that's how you get the money. And so there's like, I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of bands go bankrupt and be belly up if this goes for a little while. And like, so it's a really messy situation from like a what's the word? Like a managerial point of view, because of all the scheduling. Yeah. But then it's also, we got this real issue on our hands, and so I'm dealing with this whole dichotomy of like feeling like focusing all like getting all scared about like the business and stuff, and then feeling bad because there's people out there dying, and it's just like such a mess. Like, such a mess.
I hear you. So like, from like, you say you take this from a science perspective. What do you think people can do in order to maintain a sensible level of respect for this situation?
I would say proper hygiene, obviously, so like washing your hands for a good amount of time, and practice some social distancing, which is exactly why I called the show, because I believe that it's better to be preventative than to put on the show. I just felt it was a bit morally irresponsible for my part to encourage people, and I, like, you know what I mean? It's better if we can just move it forward. And but social distancing, wash your hands, don't panic, because stress is going to make your immune system lower. Like, laugh if you can. I've been sharing so many memes with my friends because they just feel like it's like making us smile and laugh, and that boosts your immune system, so that's good.
They say laughter's the best medicine. That's why I don't watch the news too tough. Like, I stay aware, but I don't like overindulge.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of the same. Just to be able to like know what's happening, but not give in to like the sensationalization. If that's a word.
Yeah. Can't. Oh, Webster's not the only one who can make words up. All right, we're here live with Ji Sharp Yehia on Facebook. That's Yehia on Facebook. Actually, at Roadwaves on Facebook. If you're listening to this right now, you have just been hearing the sounds of DK Lonely and the Basementals. Now you are going to be hearing some of my instrumentals as we get into flipping the script. And when I say flipping the script, I mean, whenever I do an interview, I like to give whoever I'm interviewing the opportunity to ask me questions that they might want to know the answers to.
Sorry, could you repeat that? Were you talking to me?
Yes, I was. My daughter went to the bathroom. I said, at this point in the show, like, I flip the script a little bit. I give the person I'm interviewing, at this point you, the opportunity to ask me questions that you might want to know the answer to.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Right on. I've never been put in this position. This is great. I'm the interviewer now.
Yes.
So when did you get started with music, man?
There's different stages of it. The first production I did, well, not the first production I was a part of, I was like 4 years old.
Wow.
I started playing trumpet at 8. I started playing saxophone at 13. I played drums I started playing saxophone at 12. I played drums from 14. Kind of dabbled in like the synthesizer piano type thing when I was 20. But like, I think my first memorable moment of music was like that first time I got a trumpet to make a sound. Like,
that's awesome.
That was like, I saw like the band playing when I was younger, and I always was interested in how like all these different like metallic objects could get all these different sounds and like come together like they come together so harmoniously. And there's like I've been a part of like, I've been in jazz bands, I've played in like 50 plus piece bands, and like to be the drummer in a 50 plus piece band is no easy task. Like, the only person more important than you at that point in time is the conductor. And even then, the conductor has told me, like, you know, the drummer kind of, because if I take off and I go in one direction and go like an extra 5 BPM, everybody's gonna follow me regardless of what the conductor's doing, and he's gonna have to keep up. So.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You're kind of steering the ship. I always tell my drummer he's our designated drummer.
Yep. Yeah, man. So, that's like my first performance. I was, I think, like 21. The first time I performed hip hop on stage, I was like 21, 22 years old.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was, for those of you who don't know me, about 13 years ago. So, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting when I flip the script, because I never know what question's going to come out. So,
yeah, no, I feel you. That's cool, man.
Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, tell us about the Block Talks.
Okay, Block Talks, that started a few years ago. I was just making my music and whatever, and I work with a company called Let'sBeef.com. Shout outs to Pugs, Imagine, all y'all out there, you know what I mean, Let's Beef affiliates. But yeah, I was just doing my thing, and he called me up. He's just like, yo, I want you to do a podcast for me. And I'm like, all right. So it started by me interviewing and playing the music of the artists that were on that website. But then I said, you know what, let me branch off and do my own thing. So in the working world, I developed a bit of a moniker because I had a few issues with some corporations, and I gave them options. I said, either this is going to happen to resolve the issue, or this is going to happen to cost you a percentage of your profit.
Right.
I watched those companies, and I followed along, and some of them that resolved the issue had an increase in profit. Some of them that created it or didn't resolve the issue ended up losing money in profit, or losing their profit, some of their profit. So it's just like, well, that's the Tyrell effect right there. So then I rebranded the show and decided to use what I thought was my gift to promote others and their talents and their capacities, because I don't like being that guy. You know what I mean? I've been dubbed Corporate Robin Hood by some of my associates because of how I deal with corporations when they go awry, or when situations go awry. So, like, this is basically here as an outlet or a medium for anybody really in the like entertainment industry, and even beyond that. Well, I have shows beyond that they can participating, if they want to, you know, if they have a message they want to get out, or if they want to, you know, broaden their horizons from their day-to-day dealings.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I try. It's like you set a serious bar though. You definitely do.
What's that?
They said you set a serious bar. Oh man. But yeah, we got some more of your music coming up. Which is your favorite song off of the album?
This is my favorite song off the album. That's a good question. I would say, like the one I'm the most proud of is different than the one we play a lot.
Okay.
Just because the one I'm the most proud of is Shine, and it's like a slow song.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to talk on Shine, it's kind of like, yeah, it's slower, like ballad type song.
That's actually the next song coming up. So, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I feel like I really did justice in what I was looking for with that song.
Okay.
Right. A lot of times I'll write a song and it doesn't come out exactly the way I thought it would, but that song, I feel good. I always feel good about it.
All right. So, you know what? We're going to get right into Shine. This is Roadways, Red Sun Rising, track 6. And we are speaking with Ji Sharp Yehia on Spreaker.com and Facebook Live. Let's go. Turn this up here.
I don't know where I'm gonna go, or why I'm not there yet. I don't know what to say to you. I feel like everything's been said. Feels like it's gonna take a lifetime till I begin to shine. Feels like it's been such a long time, only to find that you've been lying. Now don't waste your time and life on pondering. You think you've got the time, instead you know you could be wandering to see the red sunshine. It's down in a place so far and different from what you've seen before. And if you stop to look and listen, you won't be trapped no more. I can tell that your steps are filled with pain by the tears that fall like rain. Can you tell by the look that's in my eye that there's no room for tomorrow? From here it's 7 miles. Smile, sit down for a while. Smile, smile. Smile at me and come rushing in my arms like a new handmade guitar. Seize the day, don't ask me for a way, away from this lifetime, away from this day. Smile, sit down for a while. Smile, smile. that call, I'm waiting for that call. I'm just waiting for that call, I'm waiting for that call. I'm just waiting for that call, I'm waiting for that call. I'm just waiting for that call, I'm waiting for that call. Waiting for that call. Waiting for that call. Waiting for that call. Lucy was never good to me. She lied and cheated and stole the whole world from me. Lucy was never good to me. She lied and cheated and stole the whole world from me. Oh Lucy, you got me running around. Oh Lucy, waiting for that call. Oh Lucy, you got me running around. Oh Lucy, waiting for that call. 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 I'm saying I don't